Hello and welcome to another episode of the Smile Create Repeat demonstration video. We're using supplies from the January 2018 surprise today, which include these great brush pens, the Kimberly pencil, and this assorted pack of artist trading cards from Strathmore. Alright, let's get started. So what I've already done is I was drawing in my sketchbook. I have this little illustration I did. And I used my pencil. This is a hard lead pencil, 6H, so it's very hard, so it'll make a light line. Unless you press hard, then it'll dig into your paper and be hard to erase, so you want to be careful and just use light pressure when you're drawing. So what I'm going to do here is just use these to color, well, to finish this illustration. So this is the Ecoline brush pen. Koi color brush pen, the Lyra Aqua Brush Duo. It's got two tips. You got the brush tip and the bullet tip, which we'll be using both of them. And then we have the Aqua Pen graphics from Marabou. So let's get going. And part of and I'm using the Bristol paper from the pack. It's smooth. And if you have a brush, paintbrush, you can use that with these because these are all water-based and you can get some neat watercolor effects. And now we're going to go in and I'm going to do the red, I think. And one of the things I'm doing is that, and you probably want to do also, is maybe on the creative card with your video or a scrap of paper or something, try mixing a couple of the colors. So I'm going to be mixing this red and I think the dark green that I have to make a brown. And it doesn't even need to be, it doesn't need to be nameable color. It doesn't, because I'm not doing it because it's brown, I'm doing it because it's not one of the vibrant colors that I have. So I just wanted something, another color that I could use for this little girl's hair and for her eyes. And if you can tell by me being gentle, I can get a nice point with the brush pen. Or I can push it on the side and get a fatter line. Alright, so when I tried this out before, this green worked nice with the red to make a brown, so we'll do that in just a minute. I'm leaving that white line there because I want to see if that highlight or whatever looks good when I'm done coloring it in. And if not, I can always go back in and fill it in. Okay, now let's see if this actually works. And that's a dark color. Yep, that's good. And I'm going to use that in the mouth too, but not with the tongue. Ah, made a sloppy line there, so I'll have to go in and fix that somehow. Ooh, that was better. I'm gonna flip it over here. And the scarf. Oh, that's dirty green. I should have cleaned my brush off, so that's good. I'm glad you saw that. Because it picked up, of course, it picked up some of the red. And it's still on my brush, so I needed to draw on a scrap piece of paper. To clean this marker. And some of the lines and edges here aren't too crisp and clean, so I think what I'm going to do is go back in after with one of the bullet tip pens I have. So maybe this could be this blue one. We'll see. And try to fix those up a little, clean it up a little. And you want to take your time. I'm probably going a little faster than I would be if I was just doing this on my own. But take your time. It's no rush. And let's see, what can we do? So what if we do the blue? I'm trying to think of how I want to, well, let's do this here first. And then we'll get the red. I'm going to do her little nose. And I kind of like how there aren't a lot of lines on it, but I think I do need to clean up some of the edges here. like the little bits of white that are maybe showing up, or can I add this? And what will it look like down here? Right? And maybe add that to this. Just a little fuzzy texture on the red part of the hat. Then I gotta clean up the mouth here. Okay, I'll go back in with the green. Actually, I'm going to use the blue because I have the bullet tip and see if that might work. I think it will. Yep, the color looks fine. And I'm going to go in because we had the green and the red mixing on the bottom there. I wanted to make it look like that was part of it. So I'm just adding a couple texture dashes and the soft fuzziness from the hat. That line's pretty nice. Bottom of the hair could be a little nicer. And maybe I can clean up this line. Oh. Ah, right as I began to draw, the paper's moving. Okay, that's better. And then this line. And if it looks like if I go, the color's mixing, so I'm going here to clean up this line, but if I go in the red just a little bit, you see it makes that line darker. And I'm gonna add just for a little shadow on there. Maybe I'll have it come up here too. And I think I'm gonna just a little bit of